Goodbye, Blue Sky is an interesting song on the Pink Floyd The Wall album. And Waters is writing and conversing with his listener about looking back into his childhood just after post-World War II. And he's looking back, understanding the horrors of war, but he's also cognizant of the present scars, both emotional and otherwise, and the reminders that a time has passed since that war in his nation, in his family, for his mother, and for him, and the loss of his father. So while he didn't feel the loss of his father at 5 months, he feels the void later in life, and he's looking back at this time that has passed and all of the ramifications of the ravages of war. And London is no longer under attack, yet there's unresolved wounds and reminders. He calls these bricks in the wall. And it begs this question, and you hear this all the time. I'd like to know what you think about whether this is true or not. It says, time heals all wounds. Is that true? Are we simply in need of the elapsing of enough time for a wound to heal, be it physical or emotional? I don't know. It sounds pretty easy. It sounds fairly automatic, but maybe a little too oversimplistic in a very complicated world. Does time heal all wounds? And do we need to keep saying that? I come to a place in my life where I've been around a lot of wounds. I've had a lot myself, and I've counseled with a lot of people who have been hurt in a lot of different ways. And I've actually come to the conclusion that time does not heal all wounds. I've concluded that many wounds heal over time, but they don't often heal correctly. I've also come to an experiential understanding that time doesn't heal all wounds. Actually, Christ does. He is ultimately the healer. He is the brick carrier for us. And it reminds me of a verse in Psalm 55, verse 12. It says, cast, roll, flip over, turn over, cast your cares on him, and he will sustain us. He'll never let the righteous fall. Cast your cares on him because he cares for you, as the song says. To roll our heaviness and our bricks and our problems onto the one who's strong enough to hold them. That's ultimately what I think is the beginning of the healing process. Waters gives us a look inside his heart on this album. And I've come to the conclusion through the lyrics of the songs and the methodology he used for healing that time did not heal his wounds. Not in their entirety. We can forget, we can deny, we can be distracted, but there are certain wounds that just don't heal. Not like they do in a personal relationship with a God who died that you would be healed. And I'm speaking more emotionally than I am physically, and I think you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is food for thought. I think it's a life point worth considering, and I picked the song for that very reason. Looking back does not make things better. In fact, we romanticize the past more than we actually should. We make the past better in many respects than it actually was. And that actually, in turn, robs us of a future. Profound thought, but something to think about. Does time heal all wounds? Goodbye, Blue Sky. There you go.
Goodbye.